Good morning students. I am going to teach chemistry for you and our second lesson is matter around as pure. Already you have read about matter. What is matter? You have read about it and then smallest particle and its properties and the usage. So you have read about, you have knowledge about matter. Now we have to read about, we are going to read about whether it is pure or not. How will you find the matter, the substance is pure or not? We are going to see in this chapter. Okay, so you are buying a product from the market. When you say it is pure, when you will not find any adulteration in the product. If you find, then you say it is not pure. But it is not, this definition is correct for the chemistry. Here we have another kind of definition you are going to learn here. Okay, so here pure. What is pure? All the constituent particles of that substance are the same in their chemical nature. So the particles present inside the substance, should have the same chemical nature, and then it should be single type. The same type of particle should be present inside the substance and single form of matter. What is the single form of matter? This form should be a single one, like oxygen, hydrogen, bromine, chlorine. Likewise, in a single format you have. Then you say this is pure. And one more property you have to learn is that it cannot break into two. Okay, it will be in the single format and we cannot break. Okay, and then the substance. What do you mean by substance? Substance may be in the form of element or compound. So element, I said it is the single form. So it may be oxygen, hydrogen, and then mixing of two is water, H2O. This is compound. Here it is not in the single form. But when we combine this oxygen and hydrogen together, it forms water. It is a bonded form. Here also we cannot break it. So we consider this as a pure substance. Right? So what happens here? We cannot break this, but in one condition, in one process we can break, like chemical, if it undergoes chemical process or electrical process, then we can break this compound. So element like oxygen, hydrogen, or compound like water, sodium chloride in a single format is called pure. Then the substance we call it as pure. But mixture, when we say it is mixture, when two pure such forms combine together, we call it as mixture. Okay, more than one kind of pure form of matter. So one pure form of matter is one thing, and another, for example, salt, and another pure form of matter is water. So when we mix water and oxygen, water and salt together, then it forms mixture. So it may be in various kind of mixtures like solid and solid, solid and liquid, gas and gas, gas and liquid. Likewise, we can mix so many matter. But if it mixes together, if diffusion process happens here, then we call it as homogeneous mixture. Otherwise, when it stands, when the particles do not exactly mix with the another matter, then we call it as heterogeneous mixture. So we can give so many examples for that. Salt plus water, that is homogeneous mixture. Exactly, diffusion, we have learned diffusion in the previous chapter. That is, if the liquid has gap in between, if the salt has a particle and exactly mixes with this gap, then we call it as diffusion, and the particle exactly mixes with the liquid. But in a heterogeneous mixture, the particles will not mixes with the liquid. It stands separately, distinct. Physically distinct means वो separate में ऐसे रहता है, वो mix नहीं हो जाता है. And non-uniform composition. Here it is a uniform composition when we combine two matters together. So or gas or liquid, whatever it may be, when we mix it together, then what happens here, the composition will be uniform, but here the composition is not in the uniform because अच्छी तरह से वो नहीं मिक्स नहीं हो जाता है. उसके लिए हम एक एक्टिविटी बता सकते हैं कि you have to take one beaker filled with water. Okay, take a beaker and it should be filled with water, and then put copper sulfate salt, 1 spoon of copper sulfate salt in the water. Mix it and then keep it aside, and then take another beaker, fill it with water, and then mix 2 spoon of copper sulfate salt in it and mix it properly. Then take, you can see the color variations between the 2 beakers. Why it happens? Because this has the proportion lesser than the first beaker's proportion is lesser than the second one. So it may varies in the intensity but not in the composition. Okay, and then heterogeneous mixture. What kind of example we can take for this heterogeneous mixture? We can take chalk and water. So when we mix chalk and water, oil and water, what happens? We do not mix it properly. It stands separate, distinct. So in this condition we say it is heterogeneous mixture. Okay, and then solution. Solution is a homogeneous mixture of 2 or more substances. Whatever substances we are going to take, it must be a homogeneous mixture, and that will make you solution. So for example, we are taking, again we are taking water plus salt and mix the salt with the water. Okay, so here the proportion, the amount of water will be higher and the amount of salt will be lesser. Okay, so this has considered as solvent and the small proportion is considered as the solute. Okay, so the component which has a higher composition is called solvent, and the composition which has a lower composition is called solute. Whatever it may be, when you are mixing together, for example, air is a homogeneous mixture. 78% of air contains nitrogen and 21% of air contains oxygen. So इसमें कौन सा ज्यादा है proportion? Nitrogen. So nitrogen will be solvent and इसका proportion कम है? Oxygen का. So oxygen has considered as solute. Okay, and then so what is the properties for that? The particles present inside the homogeneous mixture. Okay, in this particles is very small that we cannot see through our naked eye. It is very small, and it's for about 10 to the power of -9 meter in diameter. That much small amount, in size, very small in size. And then when the light passes through the particles, what happens? It will not scatter the light. Tyndall effect is absent in this case because it's mixed with water properly. अच्छी तरह से mix हो जाता है तो Tyndall effect absent रहता है, and the particle is very small. Here we cannot separate the particles from the liquid through filtration method. Filtration method से आप separate नहीं कर सकते. दूसरा और प्रोसेस में आप फिल्टर कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे फिल्ट्रेशन मेथड में आसानी से आप फिल्टर नहीं कर सकते हैं. And then the particles will not settle down in the beaker. Okay, it will not settle down. Okay, so it is very small, very the particles in the homogeneous mixture is very small. It will not scatter the light or it will not settle down, and it cannot be separated through filtration process. Right? And then coming to the equation. So when the salt is mixed with the water or whatever it may be, two substances are mixed together. So how will you find out the mass or the volume present in the saturation? How will you find out the saturation? And what is saturation? I will tell you afterwards. Now let us see the formula for that. Okay. So here mass by mass formula is there. That is mass of solute by mass of solution into 100. तो इसी तरह फॉर्मूला यूज करके आप परसेंटेज ऑफ सैचुरेशन भी फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं। इसमें मास बाय वॉल्यूम भी है और मास बाय वॉल्यूम भी है। इसी तरह आपको परसेंटेज भी फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं। ओके, सो व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय सैचुरेशन नाउ? So if you are mixing the two substances together, okay, so if the solute is mixed with the solvent properly and should not have any kind of space for the extra mixing. So when the solute salt, okay, mixes with the water, okay, extra gap is not at all present for the extra saturation or extra mixing is called saturated at a given temperature. Whatever may be the temperature. So what is the unsaturation? Here we can have some gap. The solute, when the solute is mixed with the solvent and it is lesser than the saturation level is called unsaturation. Okay, so this is how we can say about saturation and unsaturation. And concentration, dilution. What is concentrated? It is saturation. It's related to saturation and unsaturation for the dilution. Dilution means आप पानी अच्छे से मिलाएंगे तो और गैप हो जाएगा और अच्छे से मिला सकते हैं. This is dilution. And then colloidal suspension. What is suspension? Suspension is present in the heterogeneous mixture. In the heterogeneous mixture, the particle inside the water. Okay, the particle when the chalk is mixed with the water, the chalk particles will not properly mixes with the water and it will stay separately. It is separated with the water and stay just like that. वो अच्छी तरह से मिक्स नहीं हो जाते हैं, इसी तरह डिस्टिंक्ट में ऐसे प्रेजेंट करते हैं. So what happens there? This particle which is present inside the water, what happens? It scatters the light when it passes through the particle because they do not mix. The particle is little bit bigger when compared to the homogeneous mixture, and then it scatters the light when it passes through. After some time, the particle will settle down, and then we can separate this with the filtration method. Okay, this is called, the particle is called suspension, which we can separate from the water, which is distinct, which cannot mix with the water properly. And then colloidal solution has both properties, that is heterogeneous as well as homogeneous. How? For example, milk. Okay, milk, when we see the particle is not visible to our eyes, but it stands distinct. It will not mixes with the water, okay, or to the substance. So the particle stands just like that, and it is very small in size. And when the light passes through that particles, it will scatter. Okay, and one more thing is that it can be separated through centrifugation process. Okay, centrifugation process I will explain you later, and then through this process, the particles can be separated. Two substances can be separated. And then next is and. What is the component present here? It is disposed phase and the disposing medium. So what is disposed phase? It is, for example, in the chalk and water, mixes of chalk and water. The chalk is the disposed phase. The smallest amount is called disposed phase, and then disposing medium is the larger amount. In both the liquid may be solid or liquid or liquid, or solid or solid, whatever may be the composition, whatever may be the substance, but the smaller in amount is called dispersed phase. What we take in a smaller amount is called dispersed phase, and larger amount is dispersing medium. According to that, we can say what type of thing it is. It may be aerosol, salt, foam, gel. And you have to read tab in page number 18, table 2.1. This is homework for you today, and then remaining part I will explain to you in the next class. Thank you.